कि when you are doping, what happens is कि you get on a high and probably you can make really good music, really interesting music, really experimental music. लेकिन then it is a weakness in a sense कि you need something to create something. ठीक है ना? The way it goes with me is कि I do not need something to create something. I just need a moment. I just need to get into that moment, and I just need to explore and discover that moment, and that's enough for me. That's my dope. ठीक है ना? I do not need anything else. I do not need the cocaine या चर्स वगैरह. बस मेरे लिए moment ही बहुत important है.
Do you dope?
The thing is, I don't think any of us does that. Basically, as a musician, as a guitarist, I'd say I've seen people who are doing dopes. They can't practice. They just, they just do dope all night and they would sleep. To be a good musician, you don't have to be a doper or anything. You have to practice a lot. You can't just, just get up and start playing the guitar. You have to practice nights and nights and nights. So I know there have been a lot of people, a lot of famous guitarists who've been doing dope and, and drugs and playing music. But I just can't see, if you want to master your instrument, you can't just, do dope and drugs and do this at the same time.
That question about dope, I recall a phrase or a statement that I don't know who said it. If dope wasn't around or drugs weren't around, 90% of the music wouldn't be around that you're listening to right now.
I don't believe in this.
The bigoted socio-cultural norms insist on classifying underground rock music as immoral and offensive. Society still tends to shun it, with only a limited group of young supporters who associate themselves to the culture. Due to the religious and cultural taboos, the local underground music territory is mostly occupied by boys, be it the crowd who attend these rock festivals or the bands themselves. These bands have no female members. For the urban educated entertainment-starved youth, rock festivals are a probability to break free from the monotony of life. Whether they understand the music or not is a separate issue.
The thing that probably turns people off even right now about us, कि वो अम्मी अब्बू जो बैठे होते हैं सबके वो उठ के चले जाते हैं, इसके we music loud and we distortions हैं music के अंदर. I mean the guitars, effects and distortion and whatever, and they walk away. So you got to take a stand somewhere. You got to start from somewhere, and then you got to progress. It's like acting like the Pied Piper. You're gonna have to take the children by the hands, and you're gonna have to lead them to what you think is right. Now, if you call that destroying a generation, then I'm probably responsible for that, but I'd love to be responsible for that.
Okay, the difference between underground bands in Lahore and the rest of the world, that's a big question. I mean, the major difference is the skin color, I guess, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all. Because they have a society that supports all that, and we have a society that would rather look down on this, That's the only difference. If we had the same opportunities as those people, I guess we would excel just like them, that's all. Yeah, that's about it, yeah.
I don't think so they have underground scene,
Well, they do. Los Angeles has a very good underground scene.
The main problem is the resources for underground bands. Like, for instance, the hardware that the underground bands use, even the commercial bands, I mean, it's pretty expensive, and most of it is not available in Pakistan. So we don't have a market for that hardware.